Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really skipping the theory. We're giving you a direct strategic playbook for hitting two huge goals: generating passive income and, crucially, maintaining genuine work-life balance.
Yeah, and we've basically extracted the techniques used by one specific couple. They're in Madrid, facing, that ultimate life pressure.
The imminent arrival of their first baby. Exactly.
hmm
Our mission here is to break down precisely how they used an AI companion to build financial resilience, but, importantly, without collapsing from burnout.
And it's a scenario I think millions of listeners can probably relate to. We're tracking Alejandro. He's 38, a really dedicated real estate agent, and his wife, Felita, 27, very creative and expectant.
They hit that classic wall, right? Expenses are about to shoot up: diapers, gear, maybe a bigger apartment in Madrid.
All of that. But their biggest desire really was for Felita to build some kind of sustainable income from home so she could prioritize, nurturing their growing family. They needed stability, but not at the cost of time.
Right. And the solution wasn't just like finding another demanding side job. It started, well, like a lot of modern solutions do, with a kind of desperate late-night web search, something like AI for passive income ideas.
Uh-huh. And that search led them to Maya. Now, the source material is clear here. Maya isn't just, say, a standard chatbot or a large language model. It's described more like a virtual mentor.
A virtual mentor capable of analyzing their specific situation.
Exactly. Their profile, Alejandro's deep market knowledge in real estate, Felita's creative skills, and their actual location, Madrid. The goal was tailored guidance, research, brainstorming, all based on them.
That personalization seems key, so it wasn't just spitting out generic advice.
No, not at all. That's what sets it apart. It cross-referenced their existing skills with, validated opportunities, local Spanish regulations, even market volatility, which let them jump straight into strategies that felt executable, minimizing that steep learning curve you often get.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Maya gets their strengths, their weaknesses. What were the specific income paths it identified? They needed streams that built on what they already knew, but ideally with minimal active daily management needed. Right.
Because of the baby.
That's the core challenge, yeah. The first strategy really had to leverage Alejandro's expertise in real estate, but crucially without dragging him into the day-to-day grind of property management. That's just a massive time sink.
And this is the genius part, I think, and maybe the blueprint for you, the listener. Maya didn't just say buy rentals. She focused on ways to use his knowledge without that management overhead.
So what were the first steps down that digital investment path?
Okay, so that brings us to strategy one, digital real estate investment. Maya pointed them towards passive involvement, things like REITs, real estate investment trusts,
Yeah.
both local ones in Spain and global options.
It's okay.
And here's the insight. Maya didn't just suggest it. It acted like a high-powered financial analyst. It did rapid risk analysis, crunch potential returns on platforms would be like Fundrise or the Spanish equivalents.
So it's doing the modeling for them.
Exactly. Modeling reliable potential returns against, say, Madrid's current economic forecast. This let Alejandro apply his existing industry smarts to pick stable digital investments, essentially generating that rental-like income.
But without ever having to call a plumber at 2 a.m.
Precisely. No tenant issues.
Okay, that sounds pretty solid once it's set up, relatively low risk maybe. But what about the creative side? Strategy 2, turning market knowledge into content. Doesn't that sound like a huge time commitment, even for someone creative like Felita?
That was the potential pitfall, yeah. Consistency, audience building. It's tough.
How did Maya solve that?
Well, strategy 2 is about content creation and affiliate marketing, really capitalizing on Felita's love for storytelling. Maya identified a gap: highly localized, personality-driven content about Madrid real estate. Felita's viewpoint as a local and soon-to-be new mother was actually invaluable.
So she's writing blog posts or making videos, things like tips for first-time buyers in Malasaña, or finding family-friendly hidden gems in Chamartín, stuff like that.
Exactly that kind of specific local advice.
But how does the AI make that sustainable? That's the key.
Right, the AI becomes the continuous content engine behind it. Maya is constantly doing local SEO search engine optimization. It's watching real-time search queries from people in Spain,
Ah, okay.
analyzing trending topics, maybe sudden shifts in mortgage rates or new building codes, and generating not just titles but actual outlines. Outlines specifically designed to rank high in Spanish search results.
So it guides her effort.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It ensures Felita focuses her creative energy on high-demand, potentially high-return content ideas. The automation then helps drive traffic, leading to passive ad revenue or affiliate earnings while she can, focus on the baby.
Okay, so stable investments, check. Content being optimized for passive income, check. They needed a third stream, didn't they? Something maybe purely transactional, totally detached from their main focus.
Exactly. That's where strategy 3 came in, e-commerce dropshipping. And this part was, well, almost fully automated by Maya.
Dropshipping, okay. How did Maya help there? The research must be intensive.
It was. The research component was crucial. Maya scanned trending consumer goods, specifically popular in Spain and Portugal, the Iberian Peninsula. It identified high-margin niches, eventually zeroing in on eco-friendly baby gear and modern home decor. Again, things linked to their current life stage.
That makes sense. But the mechanism here, this is important if you, the listener, want pure passivity. It wasn't just setting up a Shopify store and hoping for the best, was it?
Oh, no, definitely not. The AI handled the whole logistics forecasting side. Maya was integrated to predict inventory needs based on seasonality, local ad responses.
Wow.
And, maybe more importantly, it managed the front line of customer service using advanced automated bots. Plus, it constantly optimized ad targeting across different platforms.
So they only step in for really complex problems.
Pretty much. Only for complex escalations. This level of automation minimizes their active daily involvement down to almost zero.
So Maya laid out this whole blueprint. 3 distinct streams of passive income. But the real deep dive insight, I think, comes from how Maya then integrated into their daily work, especially Alejandro's high-pressure job, and how that helped reduce the potential for burnout, which must have been huge with a baby coming.
That's fascinating, yeah. How Maya shifted from just ideation to becoming essential operational support. That immediate practical relief is probably what freed up the mental bandwidth they needed to actually execute the passive income plans.
Right. Let's look at Alejandro's core real estate business first. The source material says his productivity, absolutely skyrocketed. What specific hour-sucking tasks did Maya actually take off his plate?
She essentially became his super analyst, compressing research time dramatically.
Yeah.
Specific tasks. Instantly generating comprehensive property reports. And this isn't just pulling basic comparable sales.
Okay, what else is it doing?
Maya was tapping into geospatial APIs, municipal property databases, analyzing not just past sales, but integrating data on things like local foot traffic projections, future zoning plans, stuff that impacts commercial value. And for residential listings, she could instantly draft virtual staging concepts.
Wait, hang on. Virtual staging, what was the AI actually doing there? Is it designing the rooms?
He was analyzing buyer personas first. Is the target a tech company needing sleek office space or a family needing proximity to schools? Then, based on that, it rapidly rendered different 3D layout options tailored to that specific demographic.
So it's presenting options for him.
Yeah, options grounded in data, this kind of high-level integrated analysis. It compresses what used to take him maybe several hours manual research, cross-referencing data, sketching layouts into perhaps 10 minutes of review and polish.
That's huge. Taking hours of deep analysis down to a 10-minute review. That's not just efficiency. That's literally giving him back hours every week. Hours he needs for his new family. That seems to be the core value here.
Precisely. It's recovering time. And beyond the analysis, Maya also automated the repetitive marketing stuff, drafting tailored emails, social media posts for different types of listings, commercial versus residential, for example.
How does it tailor them?
Well, the AI pulls public data, formats it instantly, and even suggests small language tweaks, based on analyzing which phrases or calls to action actually led to closed deals in Alejandro's past performance. It learns.
Incredible. Okay, and on the creative side for Felida, Maya didn't just suggest content, it turned her interest in writing into something viable, right? A flexible work-from-home path. Usually when you're trying to break into publishing, especially children's books, the research and marketing are the really hard parts, the bits that kill projects. How did AI handle that administrative load?
It basically handled the entire market entry strategy. Felida wanted to write children's books of pretty specific niche. Maya stepped in to do the grunt work of creative market research, analyzing what themes were currently popular or maybe underserved in Spain.
What kind of themes?
Things like local Spanish folklore, maybe adventure set in Madrid itself, family themes. It identified opportunities. It also helped with structured outlines, making sure the narrative pacing worked, suggested character development points.
Character development, wow.
And even provided simple AI-generated illustrations for concepts, not final art, but placeholders or inspiration Felida could build on.
And the outcome wasn't just theoretical planning, it led to something real.
Absolutely. Felida actually self-published her first book, Little Adventures in Madrid, on Amazon Kindle. And crucially, because this is where many new authors stumble, Maya guided the post-publication marketing,
How?
The AI targeted specific online parenting groups in Spain, optimized the book's description using models from successful competitors, and set up automated ad campaigns. This ensured passive royalties started flowing in consistently, letting her earn while prioritizing family time.
So, if we connect all these dots looking at the bigger picture, the Guevara story really demonstrates a key principle, doesn't it? AI companions aren't really about replacing human skills or effort.
No, not at all. They're fundamentally designed to amplify them. That's the word. The automation freed Alejandro to focus on the high-value stuff, like closing deals, negotiations, the human element. And it allowed Felita to focus on high-joy activities, the creative writing, raising her family knowing these automated streams were running efficiently behind the scenes.
This feels like the definition of building resilience, both financial and personal, for a modern family.
It really is. They ended up with multiple potential income streams flowing into digital investments, the book royalties, the drop shipping revenue. And meanwhile, Alejandro's main business is thriving, but with significantly less risk of burnout.
And this, I think, is the ultimate aha moment for you, the listener. AI has clearly moved beyond being just an abstract tech concept. It's now a practical, accessible, pretty comprehensive tool for managing both your time and your finances. Even when life throws major changes at you, like impending parenthood, it feels almost like a necessity now for planning ahead.
I agree. So, if the Guevara's blueprint, this idea of flexible income, reduce stress if that resonates with your own situation, then the first step is actually quite simple. It's that focused search for the right AI companion tools and platforms. Tools tailored to your existing skills, your location, just like they did in Madrid.
And that leaves us with a final, maybe provocative thought for you to consider. Building on this idea of mixing passion with automation, beyond just generating new passive income streams.
hmm
How could you use AI, maybe starting today, to automate the tasks you least enjoy in your current job or daily life?
Yeah, think about that. Freeing up that mental energy, that time, maybe to pursue a creative passion you've put on hold, whether it's writing, designing, coding, whatever it might be, just like Felita did. That is how you can potentially turn this technology into genuine, sustainable work-life balance.